Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through mathematics paper pure mathematics P2 WMA12/01. This is Pearson Edexcel paper. Let us move to question number 1. Adina is saving money to buy a new computer. She saves this much in week 1, then 5.25 in week 2, 5.50 in week 3, and so on until she has enough money in total to buy the computer. So she decides to model her saving using either an arithmetic series or geometric series. Using the information given, part A1, state with a reason whether an arithmetic series or a geometric series should be used. So first section we have to decide which type of arithmetic series or geometric series you will be using. So for that one, A part 1, we can go through A, and part 1 we will be checking the information given. First week 5 pound. So, and second week it is 5.25, and third week it is 5.50, and now we can check for the difference, and difference will be this minus this will be 5.25 minus 5 will be 0.25, and if we check this difference, this will be also 0.25. so we are adding this much, so difference is same, and you know d value difference same means what? It is arithmetic series. So as difference is same, as difference is same, so arithmetic series should be used. So arithmetic series should be used. So part A we are done with, and second part, basically A part 2, write down an expression in terms of n for the amount in pounds saved in week n. So we can write un will be equal to, for the second part, un will be equal to, formula is a plus n minus 1 into d, and d value we have 0.25, and n minus 1, and plus a value is 5 first term, and this will be equal to un. And now we can open this bracket, so 5 plus 0.25 n, and minus this will be 0.25, so un will be equal to 0.25 n, and 5 minus 0.25 will be equal to 4.75, so plus 4.75, and this will be the nth term which we found. Now B part says, given that the computer Adina wants to buy costs 350 pounds, find the number of weeks it will take for Adina to save enough money to buy the computer. So for this one we will be checking the sum of terms. So Sn formula, Sn will be equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and this will be 350. Sn value will be 350, and n number of weeks we need to find. So this will be, first term will be 5, and plus n value we need to find, so n minus 1 into d is 0.25, we know, so we'll replace the value of d, Now we have to simplify this 2 we can shift to the other side, and this will be resulting to 700 is equal to n into 5 into 2 will be 10 plus, now we can open the bracket as well, so 0.25 n minus 0.25 bracket close, and now we can multiply n also, so it will be 10 minus 0.25, this will be 10 minus 0.25 will be equal to 9.75, so we can write 9.75 n plus 0.25 n squared, and this side is equal to 700. Now this is, we can rearrange to form the quadratic equation, so it will be 0.25 n squared plus 9.75 n minus 700 is equal to 0. Further, we can divide everything by 0.25 to get rid of this coefficient of n square. So 0.25, and this will be 0.25, and after cancellation this will be cancelled, and we will get n squared plus 9.75 divided by 0.25 will give us 39, so 39 n, and minus this will be 700 divided by 0.25 will give us 2800. 2800 is equal to 0, and this is our quadratic equation which we can solve mod 5 3, and this will be coefficient of n square is 1 and coefficient of n is 39, and minus 2800 is the constant, and this will give us 36.89. So n1 value we can write as 36.89, and n2 value we can write as minus 75.89. Minus 75.89. You can even apply quadratic formula also, like n is equal to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So you can apply this formula, or you can use the calculator method. So these are the two values. Negative, we will be rejecting this negative value, and we will go ahead with this value, but we need the completed, like the weeks, number of weeks. So we'll round this one, we can write approximately as 37 weeks. So this will be our final answer for this question. This is done. Now we can move to question number 2. Question number 2 is this one. Figure 1 is provided, and figure 1 shows a sketch of the curve with equation y is equal to x raised to the 4. A copy of figure 1 labeled diagram 1 is shown in the next page. On the next page, so on diagram 1, sketch the curves of y is equal to 2x and y is equal to 4x minus 1. So we have to sketch these two. Label clearly the coordinates of any points of intersection with the coordinate axis. Sketching of this graph I will explain by the help of this website. So you can even you can draw with hand also, but I'm just explaining for your better understanding. So we can draw this y is equal to 2x. First we will draw y is equal to 2 raised to the power x. So raised to the power x will be this graph, which you can see. This is 0 and 1 point of intersection, and this will be asymptote for this side. It will be closer to x-axis, and this is basically the point of y-intercept. This one we can see, this is 0 and 1. You can see this graph. Now the second graph which we require is basically we can add that graph. Y is equal to y is equal to 4 raised to the power x. 4 raised to the power x will be this graph, 4 raised to the power x, and we have to basically, this is 4 raised to the power x, but we need 4 raised to the power x minus 6. So we will add minus 6 over here, so this will be minus and 6. If you check, this is basically moved down over here, and this was point which is 0 and 1. Now this is the new point which is 0 and minus 5. So 6 units down it has moved from 0 1 to 0 minus 5. So the intermediate graph which I have erased, I will add that graph also for your understanding, which is not required, but I'm explaining for that one. So we can add that graph which was y is equal to 4 raised to the power x. 4 raised to the power x will be this one. So this is basically this black one is 4 raised to the power x, and green one is 2 raised to the power x, whereas this blue one is y is equal to 4 raised per x minus 6. So these are basically required graph is black and blue. Green one I have uh, uh, green and blue is required, whereas this last one I want to erase this one. This was your explanation, so I have erased this one, so black is gone. Now these are basically the two graphs which you will have to show, plus you will have to show these points of intersection. This point will be 0 1 y-intercept, and this for this one y-intercept will be 0 and minus 5. And you have to show this x-intercept also. This x-intercept will be 1.292 also. This one also you can take the y value as 0, and you can find this x-intercept also, because on x-axis y value will be 0. So the same thing I have uh, plotted over here and copied this graph for your explanation, which I have shown you how to draw also. So this graph you will be sketching on this given graph, which is 4 raised to power x is already given. So you will be plotting the other two, which is 2 raised to the power x, which I have shown you. 2 raised to power x is this green, which is having same 0 1, but it will be a little uh, bending inward. So we can draw this portion should be similar. If you check, this portion is uh, bending like this one. If I draw in red color, so same graph which we are seeing over here, red color, so we want to draw the same graph. If we sketch that one, it should pass through the same point, and it should be below and closer to this line. So this will be our graph, which is y is equal to 2 raised to the power x, and then this graph, the other one, which is moving down. So this point we can write here, which is 1 and 0, and the lower point which we will be drawing for the other graph, if I take green color, so that will be like this. From here it will be moving down like this one over here. So this point we have to show this point and this point, so this will be minus 5 will be basically 0 will be x value. This one also, this will be 0 and 1. I'll change the color so that you can identify. This will be 0 and 1, and this will be 0 and -5. So y value will be changing to 6 units down. And this other value which I've shown you, 1.292, you can calculate. That will be x value 1.29, and 0, this will be y value will be 0 on x-axis, and this value we can calculate basically. So now this is basic explanation for part 1. We can go through B part. The curve with equation y is equal to x meets the curve with equation y is equal to 4 raised to power x minus 6 at the point P, and using algebra find the exact coordinates of P. We need exact coordinates of P, so we can use this space for the solution. So it will be B part, we know 2 raised to power x, and we will equate because point of intercept of both curves we can find by equating them. So this will be 2 raised to power x is equal to, we can write it as 2 raised to power x whole squared minus 6, and now we can shift this one also to other side. So this will be resulting to 2x squared minus 2 raised to power x minus 6 is equal to 0, and this will be quadratic equation. We can replace 2 raised to power x is equal to y, and putting this one, so we'll get y squared minus y minus 6 is equal to 0. So this will be quadratic equation in terms of y, and now we can solve this equation. So this will be coefficient of x square is 1, coefficient of basically y square is 1, and coefficient of y is okay, I will redo. So coefficient of y square is 1, coefficient of y is minus 1, and the constant value is minus 6. So this will be giving us 3 and minus 2. So we can write y is equal to 3 and y is equal to minus 2. So negative we will reject and we will take the positive one. So we can take, because 2 raised to the y is equal to 2 raised for x. So 2 raised for x is equal to minus 2. This value we have rejected, and we will take 2 raised for x is equal to 3, and this will be we can solve this one by log. So we can take a log on both sides. So x log of 2 is equal to log of 3, and this one we can write it as x is equal to log of 3 over log of 2, and which one we can calculate basically this more 1. So this will be fraction log of 3 over log of 2, and this will be equal to 1.58. So this will be the x value. So we can write the point as 1.58, and y value will be y value basically we have calculated over here. Y value is equal to 3. So we can take question number 3. Prove that all single digit prime numbers p cube plus p is a multiple of 10. So we have to show this for that one. For part 1 we will take p cube plus p, and they are saying multiple of 10. So all single digit prime numbers. So what are single digit prime numbers? Those are 2 is prime number, 1 is not a prime number, as you know. So 3 is a prime number, 4 is not, 5 is a prime number, 7 is a prime number. So single digit prime numbers are these. So if we replace these values like 2, 3, 5 and 7, so we can check. For 2 we can check p cube will be what? 2 cubed plus 2, and this will be equal to 8 plus 2, and this will be 10. And next is for 3, we can check for 3, so this will be 3 cubed plus 2, and this will be 27 plus plus not 2, this should be p should be 3 over here. So 27 plus 3, which is equal to 30. And for 4, we can check for 4, this will be 4 cubed plus 4, which is equal to 4 cubed. We can check 4 raised to the power 3 will be equal to 64. 64 plus 4 is 68. So 4 we are not checking. Basically 4 is not a prime number. We will be checking for 5. So 5 cubed will be this one plus 5, and we can take this 5 cubed. 5 cubed and plus 5 is equal to 130. So we can write 5 cubed basically working so as we are doing the previous one. So it will be 125 plus 5, which is equal to 130. Similarly 7 cubed plus 5 will be equal to 7 cubed is equal to 343. So 343 plus 7 will be equal to, plus 7 is equal to 350, and we can see these all numbers are basically multiples of 10. So multiples of 10. So this is proved. For the B part, they are saying show, second part, show using algebra that for n belonging to set of natural numbers, this is not a multiple of 3. So we can show this one by the easier method, and this is n plus 1 cubed minus n cubed. This is what they have provided us, n plus 1 cubed minus n cubed. So we can apply cube formula on this one, this portion. And what is that cube formula? Like a plus b cubed is equal to, we know, a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b and plus 3ab squared. This will be the formula which we will be applying on it, and we will expand accordingly. So a cubed mean n cubed plus b cubed mean 1 cubed, and plus 3 into a square mean n squared, and b will be 1, and plus 3 into n into 1 squared we can write. So this will be this one, basically this n cubed, which is tail portion we missed, we will add over here minus n cubed. And now we can cancel this plus and minus. Now by rearranging, we will get 3n squared plus 3n and plus 1, and further we can take 3 common from these two terms, and this will be n squared plus n and plus 1. So we can complete square as n plus 1 n plus 1 by 2, basically 1 by 2 squared, and minus 1 by 2 squared and plus 1. And further we can write it as, if we open the bracket, it will be 3n plus 1 by 2 squared minus 3 into 1 by 2 squared plus 1. And if we calculate this one, minus 3 into 0.5 squared and plus 1, and this will be equal to 1 by 4 or 0.25. So minus 0.25, it's not minus, it's basically plus 0.25, and 3 into n plus 1 by 2 squared. So this portion is multiple of 3 and this portion is not a multiple of 3, so we can say that this is not a, so something which is not multiple of 3 is being added into multiple 3, so not a multiple of 3. This one we can write as answer. And further, question number 4 we can move. Basically we are done with question number 3, first and second both part we are done with. Now we can move to question number 4, and question number 4 says find in ascending powers of x up to and including the term of in x cube, the binomial expansion of this one. So fully simplify each coefficient. So if we open, this is 4-mark question, if we expand this binomial expansion, so 2, we have 2 plus x over 8 whole raised to the power 13. This can be expanded. So first of all 3c0 and 2 raised to the power 13 into x over 8 raised to the power 0. This will be the first term. Then second term will be 13c1 and 2 raised to the power 12 and 2 raised to the power 12 and x over 8 raised to the power 1. So next will be 13c2 and this will be 2 raised to the power 11 into x over 8 raised to the power 2. This will be up to x cube we have to go, so up to term in x cube, including term in x cube. So we will have to write one more term, and the next term will be plus, this will be 13c3 2 raised to the power 10, and this will be x over 8 raised to the power 3. This will be the next term. Now we can calculate this. 13c0 is 1. 2 raised to the power 13, we can check. 2 raised to the power 13 will be equal to 8192, and x over 8 raised to power 0 will be 1, plus 13c1 is 13 and 2 raised to the power 12, so 2 raised to the power 12 will be equal to 4096, and x over 8 plus 13c2, so 13 c2, this will be resulting to 78, and 2 raised to the power 10, so 2 raised to the power 10 is 1024, so we can write as basically 2 raised to the power 11, so we have to do this one. 2 raised by 11 is 2048, and x squared over 64, 8 square will be 64, and this last term will be 13c3, so it will be 13c3 is 286, so 286 and 2 raised to the power 10, so 2 raised to the power 10 is equal to 1024, and x cubed over 8 cubed will be 8 raised to power 3 will be equal to 512, so 512. Now we can write the next step. Next step will be 8192 as it is, plus 13 into 13 multiplied by 4096 and divided by 5 divided by 8. This will be giving us 6656 and x, and plus next will be 78 multiplied by 2044 48 divided by 64, this will result to 2496 and x square, and the last term will be 286 multiplied by 1024, and this will be divided by 512, and this will be giving us 572 x cube, and this is basically the term which was required. The terms which were required, they are saying find in ascending powers of x up to the and including the term in x cube, the binomial expansion of this fully. So this is done. B part, use the answer to part A to find the approximation of this one. Give your answer to 3 decimal places. This is 3-mark question. So this is easy. What we can do, we can solve over here. This is B part, 2.0125 whole raised to the power 3. This is what we have to, it's 13 basically. So we have to solve this up to 13. So this will be over here. So we will expand it. We can rewrite it as 2 plus, this will be 1 over 80 whole raised to the power 13. And if we write like 1 divided by 80, we will get this one 0.0125. So what we have done, we have separated this as 1 over 80 and 2 as it is, and we have rewritten this in this shape, in this format. And this one also we can rewrite as 2 plus 1 over 10 over 8 like this, and whole raised to power 13. And this is what now we can expand, and expansion we can utilize this expansion which we have done in part A. So this will be what? This will be 8192 as it is, and wherever in this equation we have x, we will be replacing it with 1 over 10 like this one. So we will replace in this. Next is 6656, and instead of x we will write 1 over 10 whole raised to power 1 plus this will be 249, and this is basically 249 and 6. Instead of 6 I have written x, so this was a mistake. So 2496 into 1 over 10 squared, and next will be plus 572, and x means 1 over 10 raised to power cube raised to power 3. So we can calculate this by the help of calculator. So 8192 plus 6656 and multiply by 1 over 10, and this will be, bracket will be closed, plus this will be 2496, and this will be multiplied by 1 over 10 and whole raised to the power 2. This will be squared, and plus next one will be 572 and multiply by 1 over 10, and this will be raised to the power 3. So raised to the power 3, and this will be equal to 8883.132. So 8883.132, this will be our answer for this B part, which is saying up to 3 decimal places, which we have done up to 3 decimal places. And then next part, without calculating this one, state with a reason whether the answer to part B is an overestimate or an underestimate. So because we are taking only up to x raised to power 3 and we are ignoring the higher terms, so it will be, we are losing something, it will be underestimation. So we'll write it will be underestimate underestimate because higher powers of x ignored. So this will be the reason. One more question. We are done with this part also. Now we can move to question number 5. Question number 5, diagram is provided, this figure, and they are saying figure 2 shows a sketch of part of the graph of the curve C1 and C2. The curves intersect when x is equal to 2.5 and when x is equal to 4. A table of values for some points on the curve C1 is shown below with y values given to 3 decimal places as appropriate, and these are the values. This is the table using a trapezium rule with all the values of y in the table. Find to 2 decimal places an estimate for the area bounded by the curve C1 and the line with equation x is equal to 2.5, the x-axis and the line with equation x is equal to 4. This is 4-mark question. So what we will do, first of all, we will check the difference between these values. So we can check basically 2.5 second value minus the first value. So 2.75 minus 2.5, this will be 0.25. 0.25. Similarly, if we check the difference between these two is also 0.25, 0.25. So for each term this is 0.25 and 0.25 and 0.25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 d values we have checked over here. And now what we can do, for a part I have taken these two things for your explanation. Basically this is the graph and this is basically trapezium rule which we will be applying. In this one, A and B is this initial value, this B is this one final value, and we can split into n number of strips and n number of strips, and this will be n plus L verticals. So we will be applying this trapezium rule. We have to apply the trapezium rule. So in this case, as we have discussed, these are n values. These are n values. And these are 6 n values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 n values and h is equal to 0.25. So we can write over here n is equal to 6 and h is equal to 0.25. And I have explained how we have taken these values. Now we will be using a and b values, and we will be using this formula, and we will be replacing values. So approximately b minus a, and b is 4 and a is 2.5. This one 4 and this is 4 and this is 2.5. So this is what we have taken. Basically we will be dividing this into number of strips, like if I'll explain, we'll be having strips like this one. So we will divide into number of strips and we will be applying the trapezium rule to calculate this. Hopefully you understood this. Now these are the values: 4 minus 25, b minus a divided by n, and n value is 6. So we will divide it by 6. This will be in brackets, and then this bracket 1 by 2 into y1 minus yn plus 1. So y1 is what? y1 is this value. This is y1 value, and this is our um, last value yn. So we can write yn plus 1 basically. So this is 5.453 plus 5. So last value is 5. So plus the, now the middle, all the values will have to take all these values, 1 2 3 4 5 values we will take over here, and we will take the sum of those 5 values. So if I reduce the size to make the place for the basically for this whole step, so I'm just reducing to get more space. So this will be 7 point basically 7.6 this will be 7.764 first value, then it will be 9.375, next value will be 9.964, and plus 9.367, and the last value will be plus 7.626 and bracket close. So we have taken 1 2 3 4 and 5 values, and these 5 values we have taken from this table. As I have explained you, these are the 5 values which we have taken over here. Now we have to just use calculator to find answer for this one. It will be in brackets fraction 4 minus 2.5 over this will be 6, and bracket will be closed, and then next bracket, and 0.5 we can take as 1 by 2, and inside will be what? Inside will be 5.453 and plus 5, and bracket will be closed, and next step will be plus in bracket 7.764 plus 9.375 plus 9.964, and plus next will be 9.367. hopefully I'm typing correctly. So 7.626 and bracket close, and the last bracket close, and this will be equal to 12.33. So 12.33, I will write all the numbers. So 12.33, and calculator is showing 0625. But answer, they are saying we have to provide answer up to 2 decimal places. Find up to 2 decimal places. So approximately 12.33 up to 2 dp, and this will be basically the white portion. 12.33 is this white portion which we have explained. These are the strips. Now for the second part, next part is the curve C2 has equation. This one, x is greater than 0, find integral of this, and this is 3 marks. So integral we can calculate. Integration x raised by 3 by 2 minus 3x plus 9. So this will be our B part. Integral of x raised to power 3 by 2 minus 3x plus 9 dx. We have to find this integral, and we know we are adding 3 by 2 plus 1 divided by this will be 3 by 2 plus 1, and minus this will be 3x will be squared, 1 plus 1 squared, and divided by 2, and plus 9x plus integral constant which is c. Now we can simplify. This will be x raised to the power 3 by 2 plus 1 So 3 over 2 and plus 1 will be equal to 5 by 2. So x raised by 5 by 2, and this will be also divided by 5 by 2, and minus this will be 3 by 2x squared plus 9x plus c, and this fraction over fraction rule, this 5 by 2 will shift up, so it will be 2 over 5 x raised by 5 by 2 minus 3 over 2 x squared plus 9x plus c. This will be the answer for this part. Now we can go through the next. The integration is completed. And C part, the region R shown shaded in figure 2 is bounded by curve C1, C2. Use the answer to part A and part B to find to one decimal place the estimate for the area of the region R. So to find area of the region R for C value, so what we can do, we can write C value integral from 2.5, this will be definite integral from 2.5 to 4. X value is varying from 2.5 to 4. So x raised to 3 by 2 minus 3x plus 9 dx, and integration we have already done for this portion, so we'll directly write the integration and we'll replace the limits. So x raised to the power 5 by 2 over 5. I'm copying this step I'm copying. So this will be minus 3 by 2x squared plus 9x, and the limits are 2.5 and 4. Now we can replace these two limits, and up, we are replacing upper limit first, so our step will be 2 over 5, and x will be 4 raised to 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2 into 4 squared plus 9 into 4 and bracket close. Now the lower limit minus this will be lower limit 2 over 5 into 2.5 raised to the power 5 by 2, and minus 3 by 2 x will be 2.5 squared and plus 9 into 2.5 lower limit we have replaced also. Now we can calculate these separately. So this will be 2 over 5, and in brackets this is 4 raised to the power fraction 5 over 2, and this is equal to 64 over 5. So I will write here 64 over 5, and then minus this will be so we can use calculator, basically 3 over 2 into 4 squared, and this will be equal to 24. So minus 24, and plus will be 36. This step is done. Minus this will be 2 over 5, and this will be in brackets, it will be 2.5, and raised to the power will be 5 over 2, and bracket will be closed, and this is equal to 3.95 to 8, 3.95 to 8 47075 407 407 470, basically 47075. So I have written the calculated digits so that we will get the exact answer. Then this will be 3 by 2, 3 over 2, and this will be multiplied by 2.5 squared, and this will be equal to 75 over 8, and plus 9 multiplied by 2.5, 9 multiplied by 2.5, and this will be equal to 45 by 2, 45 by 2, this one. Now we can simplify the last step. 64 over if we solve in one go, then that will be this step. So what we are doing basically this one. So minus 24 plus 36, and bracket will be closed, minus next 3.952847,075 and minus 75 over 8, and this will be plus 45 divided by 2, and bracket will be closed, and this is equal to 7.7. So we can write 7.722 and 152925. 152925. This is basically the portion which we have integrated the whole one. So from this one, now we need the shaded portion basically. Shaded area will be how much? Shaded area will be 12.3. This one 12.33. This number I will take 12.330625. 12.330625 and minus this number, which is 7.722152925, and this one will be resulting to what? This number is already there, so we will write 12.330625 minus answer is equal to 4.60. 4.60 8472 and 075, and we have to provide up to one decimal place, so approximately 4.6. This will be the answer for this part, which we have basically done this last part, which is region R, and region R is basically this one which we have calculated. Hopefully you understood this question as well. Now we can move to the next question, and next question is question number 6. A circle has this equation where k is a positive constant. Given that x-axis is a tangent to the circle, find the value of k. So 3 marks question, we have to find the value of k. So what we will do, we can rewrite this equation by completing square. So we will complete square of this one and this one separately. So we can write x minus 3 squared, and this will be minus 3 squared for this portion, and I will put brackets, and plus for the next portion we can write y plus 8 by 2 will be 4, so 4 squared and minus 4 squared, and this will be again in brackets, and plus k is equal to 0. Now this will be in a square format, so we can open this one. It will be x minus 3 squared, and this will be minus 9, and plus this will be y plus 4 squared, y plus, otherwise if I rearrange this, so I will write first y plus 4 squared and minus 9, which is from here, and minus 16, which is from this 4 squared, and plus k is equal to 0. And from here we can see that if we draw a circle, if we discuss the drawing basically, so we can draw a circle like this, and this is, say, the center of the circle. So this is the center of the circle. Now Center has coordinates. These are the coordinates of the circle, so we'll take changed sign, so it will be 3 and minus 4. So 3 and minus 4 shows that, and they're saying um, circle is given that the circle, that the x-axis is the tangent to the circle. So x-axis is tangent to the circle. We can draw that tangent to the circle. So this is x-axis which is tangent to the circle, and the radius which we can see is like this one, and this is value will be, x value will be 3 and y value is minus 4. So this will be having coordinates. This is say r, so I will change the color so that you can distinguish. So r value will be 3 and 0 because this is on x-axis, so y value will be 0. Now we can these are basically coordinates we have taken from here, and next step we can shift this. So x minus 3 squared plus y plus 4 squared minus 25 and plus k is equal to 0, and we can shift this section to the other side, so it will be x minus 3 squared plus y plus 4 squared is equal to 25 minus k, and this will be 25 minus k. We know circle equation is what? X minus h squared plus y minus p squared is equal to p squared, and this is basically equation of the circle which we can utilize. And h is what? H is 3 and p value is minus 4 over here, and we can write p square is equal to what? 25 minus k. So p value is minus 4, so minus 4 square will be equal to 25 minus k, and this can be simplified as 16 is equal to or 25 also we can shift to other side, so this one will be equal to minus k. So minus 9 is equal to minus k, minus will be cancelled, and this implies k is equal to 9. This is the value of k which we were supposed to find, which we have done. Now for part B, the circle meets the coordinate axis at the points R, S and T. Find the exact area of the triangle RST. So what we can do, we can draw the other basically 2 points also, and this is basically y-axis. So we have this point, and we can draw basically the triangle also. So we can draw this triangle and this triangle. So now we can use this one. R is what? R is 3, radius is 3 units. So R is, and C value is 3 minus 4, so R is basically not 3, 4. So we can rewrite and this will be R is equal to 4 units, and C point is 3 and minus 4. 3 and minus 4. By using these two, we can write equation of circle, which is x minus 3 and squared plus y minus 4, minus this will be plus 4. So y plus 4 squared is equal to 4 squared, which is 16. So now at x is equal to 0, the equation will be what? This implies 3 minus 3 squared plus y plus 4 squared is equal to 16, and we can open the square. This will be what? Before opening the square, we can shift this minus 3 to other side. So y plus 4 squared is equal to 16 and minus 9, which is equal to 7. So this implies y plus 4. Basically y plus 4 will be equal to plus minus 7 under root, and we can shift 4 also to the side, so y will be equal to minus 4 plus minus under root 7, and this will be our y value basically. Now C touches the coordinate axis at 3 and 0. This one, C touches the curve is touching, circle is touching the coordinate at 3 and 0, and these two coordinates which we just found, these two coordinates. So we can write here C touches the coordinates at 3 0. This is one point. Second point is minus 4 plus under root 7, and third point is what? And 0. Basically this should be 0. X value is 0 and y value is this one which we found. So 0 and minus 4 and minus under root 7. So these will be the this one 3 points. Now base of the triangle, we can now find the area of the triangle. For area of the triangle, base of triangle will be equal to what? This will be this point minus this point. So this will be what? We can subtract minus 4 plus under root 7 and minus into minus. Basically difference between these two values will be the base, so it will be minus 4 minus 7 under root, and if we open this will be minus 7 plus under root 7 and plus 4 and plus under root 7. Now plus 4 and minus 4 will be cancelled, and the remaining portion will be 2 under root 7. This will be the base, and height is what? Height is 3, so we can write area of triangle will be equal to 1 by 2 into base into height, and this is equal to 1 by 2 into base is 2 under root 7 and height is 3. So this 2 will be cancelled with this, and we will be getting answer as 3 under root 7. This will be area of the triangle which we were supposed to find. We are done with this question as well. Now we can move to the next question, which is question number 7. Question number 7, given that log of this one is given, show that this is equal to this. This is 4-mark question, and we will take this given equation and we will be proving this. So 3 log with base 3 2x minus 1 is equal to otherwise we'll shift this log to other side, so minus log with base 3 14x minus 25 is equal to 2, and this log m minus n, log m minus log n will be equal to log m over n. This formula, log of m minus log of n will be equal to log of m over n. We will be utilizing this formula, and this will be, we can rewrite it, and power also we will shift. So log with base 3 2x minus 1 raised to the power, this one separately raised by 3 over, this will be 14x minus 25, and this is equal to 2. Hopefully you understood this step. And m log, the second formula which we have used is m log n is equal to n raised to the power m. Basically log n raised to the power m So this is what we have utilized in this case. Now we can rewrite this. So this will be, we can rewrite, we know this like a log of, there's another thing like which I need to explain. Log of with base 3x is equal to 2. This one we can write 3 raised power 2 is equal to x. This is the other format which we can write. So this is how this rule we will be applying on this step, and we will write 3 squared base squared is equal to this step, which is 2x minus 1 raised to the power 3 over, I can remove this bracket, over this will be 14x minus 25. So we have applied this rule. Now we can open the cube, and for cube also we can write the formula a minus b cubed is equal to a cubed minus b cubed minus 3a square b plus 3ab squared. This is cube formula which we will be applying over here. So it will be what? This will be 3 square will be 9. So 9 into 14x minus 25. I'm cross multiplying and opening this cube. So it will be 2x cubed by this one a cubed. So a is 2x. So it will be 8x cubed minus b cubed, 1 cubed will be 1, and minus 3a square. So 3 into 2x squared into b, and plus 3 into a is 2x into b squared will be 1 squared, and this will be 9 into 14 is what? 9 into 14 is equal to 126. So 126x minus 9 into 25, 9 multiplied by 25 is equal to 225. So this will be 225 is equal to 8x cubed, and this will be 3 into 4x squared will be 12x squared minus 12x squared, and this will be 3 into 2 will be 6, so plus 6x, and minus this one minus 1, so we can write here minus 1. So I have arranged also and simplified. Now we can shift everything. This one we can shift to other side, and this will be what? 8x cubed minus 12x squared plus 6x, and minus 1 minus 126x and plus 225 is equal to 0, and this will be to simplify this will be what? 8x cubed minus 12x squared, and x value will be minus 120x, and this will be plus 224 is equal to 0. And the last step, what we can do, we can divide it by 4. So it will be 2x cubed and minus 3x squared minus 30x, and plus will be 56. 224 divided by 4 will be 56, and this is equal to 0. And this is basically the equation which we needed to form, which is this equation which we are done with. Now b part says show that minus 4 is a root of this cubic equation. This is 2-mark question, so we can show this by this one. So b part, we will take x is equal to minus 4, and we will replace in the given equation, and this will be 2 into minus 4 cubed, basically this equation. This equation will be utilizing, and will be replacing minus 4 in this equation. So this will be minus 4 cubed minus 3 into minus 4 squared, minus 30 into minus 4 plus 56 is equal to 0, and this will be 2 into minus 4, and this is cubed, is equal to minus 128, and this will be 16, so into 3 will be 48, so minus 48, and this will be plus 120 and plus 56 is equal to 0, and this will be minus 128 minus 48 plus 120 plus 56, and this is equal to 0, so 0 is equal to 0, so left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this is basically, hence we can say that x minus 4, x is equal to minus 4 is a root of this. So now next C part is what? Hence using algebra and showing each step of your working, solve this one. So we have to solve this basically, and this is the same. Basically we can write this given equation, this one we can write in this format, and we know that this is minus 4 is a root, so we can divide, we can use the division method, and we can divide the equation which we have formed, which is 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 30x, and plus 56 will be divided by x plus 4. So first we need x squared to get this x cubed, so 2x cubed, and plus this will be 8x squared, and change sign, cancellation, and this will be giving us minus 11 x squared, and we will pull down the other terms also, and now we can multiply by minus 11 and x to get minus 11 x squared over here, and this will be minus 44x, and change sign and cancellation, and the remainder over here will be plus 14, so 14x plus 56. Now we can do with the plus 14, so this will be 14x plus 56, sign change, cancellations, 0 remainder, and this is what. Now we can write down the factors. Basically we know x plus 4 is a factor, and the answer which we got over here, this one, as a result of division, we will write over here 2x squared minus 11x plus 14, and now we can factorize this portion x plus 4 as it is, and factorization of this one mod 5 3, coefficient of x square is 2 and coefficient of x is minus 11 and constant is 14, and this will be giving us 7 by 2 and 2, and we can write x minus 2 and 2x minus 7. So these will be the factors. So x is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 7 by 2. These will be the solutions for this one. We are done with this question 7 as well. Question number 8. In this question you must show all stages of your working, and this is basically the instruction. Then solve theta is greater than 0 and less than 360, the equation, this one we have to solve, giving your answer to 1 decimal place, 4-mark question. So we can write down the given equation. So this will be a part, and theta is given greater than 0, not equal to, greater than 0 and less than 360, so less than 360, this is the given, and we can if we add 30 degree on both sides, because we require this one theta plus 30, so this will be 0 plus 30 degree is less than theta plus 30 degree, and this is less than 360 degree plus 30 degree. So this side will be 30 degree is less than theta plus 30 degree, and this will be 390 degree. Now we can use the given equation, and the given equation is what? 3 sine theta plus 30 is equal to 7 cos of theta plus 30 degree. This is the given equation which we are using this one, and now we can shift 3 to this side and cos theta to the other side, and we will get sine theta plus 30 degree and divided by cos theta plus 30 degree, and this will be equal to 7 over 3. Now we can write it as tan theta sine theta over cos theta is equal to tan theta, so we can write tan theta plus 30 degree is equal to 7 over 3, and further we can shift tan theta to other side, so theta will be equal to tan inverse of 7 over 3, and tan inverse of 7 over 3 is what? Tan inverse of 7 over 3, and this will be equal to, this is in radian mode, so change mode to degrees, which is 3, so this will be equal to 66.80. 66.80, or what we can do basically, theta, this will be theta plus 30 degree will be equal to this one, and we can shift theta is equal to tan inverse of 7 over 3 and minus 30 degree, and this 7 over 3 tan inverse 7 over 3 we have calculated 66.80, so 66.80 minus 30 degree will be equal to 36.8, and this will be one angle and plus 180, so 36.8 plus 180 will be equal to what? 36.8 plus 180 is equal to 216.8. So these two angles will be within the range provided, and provided range is 0 to 360 degrees, so we have taken that one. Now second part, A show that the equation this is equal to this can be written in this format, and now we will be in this form where A, B, C are constants to be found, so we have to find the these A, B, C constants also. So the given equation 3 sine 3 theta, this given equation we will utilize, and we can write over here B part 3 sine 3x minus 5 sine x plus 7 sine x cos x is equal to 0. So this is basically the equation which we have written, and 5 sine x minus 7 sine cos x I have shifted basically to the other side and equalized it to 0. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can take sine theta common, sine x common, so inside will remain 3 sine square x minus 5. Minus 5 we will write, first we will write 7, so plus 7 cos x and minus 5 is equal to 0. So now we can write as sine x, and this portion sine square x we know is equal to 1 minus cos square x. So we can write 3 into 1 minus, so this will be 3 into 1 minus cos square x plus 7 cos x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now we can open this bracket, so it will be minus 3 cos square x and plus 7 cos x, and 3 and minus 5 will be minus 2, so we'll write minus 2 is equal to 0. So if we compare this with the equation which is this one, so we can compare ABC values. ABC values are here, so A is equal to minus 3, B is equal to 7, and C is equal to minus 2. These are basically the values which we will need to be found. Then B part, hence solve this equation from pi to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and this is the equation 3 sine cube x minus 5 sine x plus minus 7 sine x cos x. So we have to solve this one. So B part we can solve over here. B part is, so B part we can write it as 3 sine 3x minus 5 sine x plus 7 sine x cos x, and this is equal to 0. Now we can take sine x common, and we know inside will be 3. Directly I will be writing whatever we got in the previous part over here. This will be minus 3 cos square x plus 7x minus 2. So I'm directly writing this result from the previous part, and you can utilize basically that result in this part as well. And this one is sine of x, and inside will be 3 cos square x minus 7 cos x and plus 2. So basically this should be plus over here. We have changed the sign in this step. Basically minus we have taken common and sent to the other side. So this is how we will get this step. And now we can write sine x is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 0. And what else we can write for this one? We can solve in cos theta quadratic. This is quadratic equation in terms of cos theta. So mod 5 3, coefficient of cos square x is 3, coefficient of cos x is minus 7, and the constant value is 2. So this will give us 2 and 1 by 3. So we can write as cos x is equal to 2 and cos x is equal to 1 by 3. Cos x is equal to 2 we will reject, because cos varying from 1 to minus 1, and this will be what? We can write cos inverse of 1 by 3. This will be equal to x, and cos inverse of 1 by 3 is what? Shift cos of 1 over 3, and this will be equal to, in radian mode, if we check, this will be, radian mode will be 1.23. So plus minus 1.23, we can write plus minus 1.23 will be. Why we are taking minus 1 point plus minus? Because if we draw the cosine graph will be like this one. So we can draw cosine graph will be varying like this one. from 1 to -1 section, -1. So this will be -1, this will be +1. So -1 we can write like over here, this will be -1. And now this is like this point will be -1.23, and this point will be +1.23. So this will be symmetric graph. So we can take these three as answers. So x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1.23 and x is equal to -1.23. These will be the three solutions for this question. We are done with this. Now we can move to the last question, question number 9. And the question number 9, this is the figure 3, shows the sketch of the square based open top box. So square base having length and width and height is h. So the height of the box is h and the base edges each have length L centimeters. Given that the volume of the box is this one, so show the external surface area S centimeters square of the box is given by this equation, and this is 3 marks which we have to show. Then we'll be doing B and C part. So first we'll complete A part. So A part, V volume we know is equal to L square into H, because this is a square based shape. So volume is provided 2, 5 and 4 zeros is equal to L square into H, and L we can find L square will be equal to 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros and divided by H. So L will be equal to square root of 2, 5, 4 zeros divided by H. So square root of this one we can find square root of 2, 5. 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros is equal to 500. So this will be 500 over h under root, and this will be r. Now we can find the surface area of this open box. So this will be surface area is what? Surface area is L square, formula is L square plus 4L into H, and this will be L square will be base, L square will be this base L into L, and each side will be what? Each side will be H into L. So this side will be H into L, and back side will be H into L, and front side will be H into L, and this one also H into L. So there will be 1, 2, 3 and the front side. So 4 into L into H, this will be the sides, and L square will be the base. So we will be adding this one to find the surface area of the open box. So this will be equal to S is equal to value of L square is what? L square is 250000 and divided by this will be H. This is the value for L squared, and plus 4 into L. L is 500 over H under root into H. So this H under root, okay, so we'll simplify next step. 50000 over this will be H plus, now after multiplication 500 into 4 will be 2000. So 2000 and H root will be cancelled. This will be cancelled with 1. This will be root will be here. So this will change to H under root like this, or we can write H raised to the power 1 by 2. Now we can, this is our basically S value. We are done with this part. Now B, basically this one, use algebraic differentiation, show that S has a stationary point at this one where K is a rational constant to be found. This is 5 marks. So we got this equation. Now we will be differentiating this. So ds over dh will be equal to, so h we can shift as a numerator, so it will be minus 1, so power will be pulled first, and this one h raised to a minus 2, and plus this will be 1 by 2 power and into 2000 into h raised to power 1 by 2 minus 1, so 1 by 2 minus 1, and we can rewrite it as minus 250000 over h square, and plus this will be 2 will be cancelled, so this will be 1000, and we can write it as 1000 over h raised to the power 1 by 2 or h under root. And we know this is stationary point. So stationary point, for stationary point we will put equal to 0, and we will solve this one. So we can solve it like we will be multiplying everything or by what we can do, we can shift this first to other side. So 250000 over h squared is equal to 1000 over h under root, and now we can basically even we can cross multiply. So 250000 over 1000 will be equal to h squared over or h we can write as minus 1 by 2 power, and 3 zeros will be cancelled with this one, so it will be 250 is equal to 2 minus 1 by 2 will be 3 by 2, so h raised to the power 3 by 2, and now to get rid of this 3 by 2 we need the value of h, so we will take power as 2 by 3. Directly we can write as 250 raised to the power 2 over 3, and if we compare this with the given equation, which is this one, so 250 raised to the power k, so k is 2 by 3, so we can write this implies k is equal to 2 over 3. This will be the solution for this. Now we can find C part as well, and C part says justify by further differentiation that this value of h gives the minimum external surface area of the box. So we will be checking the second order derivative. You know, second order derivative test is for checking the maximum or minimum point. So ds over dh is equal to, we have this equation minus 4 zeros, h raised to a minus 2 plus 1000, h raised to a minus 1 by 2. This one we have taken from the previous part, and we can take the second order derivative d2s over dh squared will be equal to, so 250000 into minus 2, and this minus will be here, and h raised to the power minus 3, and plus this will be minus 1 by 2 into 1000 into h raised to a minus 3 by 2, and now we can rewrite it. So this will be what? This will be 5 and 4 zeros, and this will be h raised to the power minus 3 minus this will be 500. After cancellation, 2 will be cancelled with this, and this will be 500. So minus 500 and h raised to the power minus 3 by 2. This implies this portion is greater than 0, so d2s over dh square is greater than 0, and we can write it as, because this is greater than 0, hence this will be a minimum. If second order derivative is greater than 0, this is the criteria for the minimum, so this will be, h value will be greater than 0, and so it is, hence this is minimum. So we are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and just want to mention that we don't have access to the marking scheme. This is unseen paper, and for any minor mistakes, please don't forget to check the comment section. We will add any amendment or correction in this paper. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also recommend this channel to your friends and classmates, and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. And if you want to get more videos of this type, then you will have to press bell icon and like the video also, so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.